What's going on, guys? Kevin Cage here with another crypto update. Let's dive right into some recent news. So related to Hidden Road, and this is the same company that Ripple the company acquired back in April for $1.25 billion. So we've covered this before. Hidden Road is a prime broker. We can see Ripple the company will inject billions of dollars of capital, the Ripple US dollar being the first stablecoin to be used for cross-margining, and we have Hidden Road to migrate post-trade activity across the XRP ledger. And this was shared by Matthew Liny, so be sure to go check him out. He also includes the sources down below. So he shares a few things here, and let's break this down. So this first screenshot is confirming that Hidden Road joins the membership or becomes an active participant in this government securities division by the DTCC. And as he says, this is the largest sector of the government's fixed income market with $7 trillion in daily volume. So Hidden Road is officially an active participant in this government securities division, and why does this matter? And this government securities division is absolutely massive. They're the largest clearing and settlement system for US treasuries. So we're talking trillions of dollars in daily volume, anywhere from 5 to even surpassing over $10 trillion before. So definitely interesting that this GSD membership for Hidden Road became active on March 14th, and then just a few weeks later, Ripple the company officially acquired Hidden Road. Now, obviously, a deal of this size, over $1 billion, they were likely in discussions for months and months and months regarding negotiation, due diligence, etc., and Ripple the company likely knew the probability, or at least the chance, of Hidden Road joining the government securities division. But either way, it's very interesting timing because it looks like a strategic move by Ripple to acquire a firm that was about to get embedded into this multi-trillion dollar per day treasury market infrastructure. So when we think about it, we are seeing crypto in the digital asset class merge with traditional finance, and Hidden Road was already a digital asset prime broker, and now they're inside the DTCC. We've gone over many times how large the Depository Trust and Clearing Corporation really is, along with the recent published patents, and we know that they're looking at blockchain. You can find this info on genfinity.io. So for the DTCC, every single year they clear and settle around $3.7 quadrillion worth of securities. And get this, they maintain custody of around $87 trillion in securities. That is a huge chunk of the global equities market. Here we can see fixed income clearing versus equities clearing. And this is one of the latest patents by the DTCC, as we can see, and this got published right there on March, so just 2 months ago. And right in this patent description, we have several mentions of public crypto networks down below. And this DTCC patent is clearly designed with interoperability in mind for their network, for private networks, for hybrid networks, including public crypto networks. So please keep that in mind that they are legitimately looking to be compatible with public crypto networks. Alright, next up, taking a quick look at Bitcoin during all previous bull runs, so we can see from 2012 to 2016 to 2020, and looking exactly 18 months after each halving. So we can see each Bitcoin halving, which is represented by these purple circles, getting it as close as possible on the weekly time frame and measuring 546 days after that point and looking at where Bitcoin was. Historically, 18 months after every single Bitcoin halving, Bitcoin is significantly higher than where it was during the halving. And we're in that window now because we can see 18 months after the Bitcoin halving would be around October 20th of this year. And yesterday we got news that over $7 billion of US Treasury securities have already been tokenized, and we can see that BlackRock's BUIDL or BIDL has neared $3 billion. So on RWA.xyz we can see total value over $7 billion for tokenized treasuries, and we have BlackRock's BUIDL fund, their treasury fund, nearing $3 billion. So these are actual treasuries that are being tokenized. They are issued, they're tracked, and they're traded on chain. What's important to note is that any of these funds and their growth directly benefit the network that they're on. So whether you're thinking about Ethereum with BlackRock's Treasury Fund or Ondo Finance or the XRP ledger, the same thing applies. For example, with BlackRock's fund, it's issued as an ERC20 token. All creation, ownership, and transfers occur right on Ethereum. So whenever an institution buys, transfers, or redeems tokens, they're interacting with smart contracts, and transactions need gas fees. And we're seeing a lot more institutional flows today, not just into, spot ETFs, but also the stablecoin market, tokenized RWAs like treasuries, etc. And that usage, that volume, that's definitely helping the perceived legitimacy. Alright, next up. So we've done videos before on treasuries and T-bills being tokenized first, basically like that necessary domino that's leading to a much bigger wave of real-world asset tokenization. US treasuries are a lot easier as that first step to begin tokenizing them because they're seen as risk-free due to government backing, they're liquid, and they're highly standardized. They pay a yield, and there's also less regulatory friction. There's a lot more friction in real estate, and that's being tokenized today through different tools like REITs, real estate investment trusts, and property equity, and that's a huge market that's still coming, but we're still waiting on proper regulation. So expect to see a lot more treasuries and T-bills, corporate bonds, and money market funds just like this announcement right here of $680 billion BNP Paribas launches tokenized money market fund shares to test cross-border DLT transactions. And money market funds are also a good candidate to be tokenized. It's already popular today. It can be used for on-chain collateral, treasury management. It's highly liquid and perceived to be low risk. But just know that this decade, we're going to see it all, from real estate to private credit and trade finance to equities and commodities. Legitimately, trillions and trillions of dollars.
If really we went big into stablecoin in this country, what effect could that have on the strength of the dollar? Because people might have to hold dollars in order to match against it, or even for treasuries.
Well, we are going big on digital assets. So Trump administration has made digital assets a priority. Past administration starred and almost made extinct a lot of these companies and pushed it offshore. So what we want to do is apply the highest U.S. regulatory and AML standards to digital assets, especially stable coins. And I've seen estimates that just over the short term, stable coins could create $2 trillion of demand for U.S. treasuries and treasury bills. To put that in context, the number is probably about $300 billion right now.
We also have shared by Crypto Insight UK that Ripple the company is the only crypto company to have a full payments license in the UAE. So definitely worth noting that they already secured this DFSA license, approved from the Dubai Financial Services Authority to provide regulated crypto payments and services in the DIFC. We've talked about this Dubai International Financial Center forever, but it's very big, and the UAE is a global hub for outbound finance, with over a $400 billion plus market for international trade. And really quick, in case you guys want to read this yourselves, you can go to DIFC.com, you can click this search bar, and then you can just search who we are, and just click this first option, and we can see the size of them. Let me zoom in a little bit. So who we are, the Dubai International Financial Center, and this is based in the MESA region, which stands for Middle East, Africa, and South Asia. More than 20 years of success in facilitating trade and investment flows, the region comprises of 77 countries with an approximate population of 3.7 billion. And that number of 3.7 billion, even if it needs to be updated, is a huge portion of the global population. And get this, including all of these countries, we are talking an estimated GDP of $10.5 trillion. So I just wanted to point out that it's very good to see Ripple the company heavily involved in the UAE with a DFSA license specifically for crypto payments. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to smash the like button and let me know your thoughts down below. You can find all links to my crypto resources, including tools for charting, trading bots, wallets, portfolio trackers, and exclusive discounts right in my link tree in the video description. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.